And what are some of the areas of growth that are needed in the industry so far? Because I feel like there's so much I feel like there's a boom of real estate happening right now, especially in Kilimani area, Lavington, just, you know, in Nairobi. Do you think it's a good idea, or are we turning the suburbs into just an ordinary thing?
Yeah, I feel like if you drive through Kilimani, Kileleshwa, and you've lived there before or experienced back in the years,
Yes.
you will feel pain.
Yes.
Because we've lost the trees, the beauty, it's just concrete.
Yeah.
So I think people should be more considerate of maintaining the green, and I call it a drive for profits.
Yes.
We can also minimize on that just to make sure if someone is investing a couple of millions, then give them a place they'll be happy.
Yes.
Not just for themselves and for the generations to come. Yes.
Okay. And do you think developers ever have that in mind? You have mentioned the drive for profits. Do you think at any point developers will feel, oh, my morality is asking me to just consider? Or now, do you feel like there's need for now the government to come in and just kind of limit what people are doing currently?
Yeah, I think regulation would be the most ideal way to go.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, everyone is there to make the money, right? So, but there's a need for regulation. Yes, like, because we've lost the beauty in Kilimani, Kileleshwa. It's skyscrapers all over.
The suburbs are there no more.
They're not there anymore. Yeah.
And now that comes now with the addition, with the impact on all of that on the environment. We have seen cases of flooding.
Yes.
There's this thing where people are actually looking for real estate when it's, you know, during flood season, so that they know, you know, when to buy property. Now, when it comes to the real estate consultants, do people now cut corners, especially when showing somebody a property? You're like, oh, it's very good, and then they don't mention the downfall. Who holds the real estate consultants accountable for such things?
There's a real estate regulation board. However, if you're really into building the business and relationships, like you come to me, right? I take you to a place. Anything ever going wrong, you'll be like, Noreen, why did you do this? Why did you facilitate this?
Yeah.
So I believe in building the relationship and knowing that if anything goes wrong, then it will not be on the owner. First, it will be on me who recommended. So, and that's how we work, to make sure that whatever we recommend to a person, we know the downfall and the good side, and you share every information. So that if a person makes a decision, it's from a well-informed place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, what has been your experience as a woman, specifically as a woman in this real estate consultancy, you know, business for all of 20 years?
It's not been easy. Again, when we began, it was a male-dominated industry. And I remember going up for meetings, and someone would be like, are you with your boss, or are you waiting for your boss? Yeah. And you have to be like, no, I'm the person coming in for this meeting. But over time, again, the space has opened up and it's been accommodative. So it's just been sure who are you interacting with, who are you dealing with, and what are you studying out for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you see the real estate, you know, business in 5 to 10 years? We've already seen the impact of the boom that's happening right now in Nairobi. But where do you see just real estate maybe as a career or as an avenue to make revenue in 5 to 10 years?
There's a lot of room for growth, but I think we need to think outside the city, because there are many other places, the counties, the metropolitan cities. We've seen growth in places like Ruiru, Juja, Syokimau, with the expressway. So a lot is yet to happen. And I keep on telling people talk of the bubble in Kenya, but it really doesn't happen because of the other African neighbors who also still come in and invest in our country. So I feel like the market is not just controlled by local investors. We also have a lot of foreign influence that dictates, and If you take a drive, you'll see it's growth everywhere.